Ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to discuss whether you like the E-Ray or not, and if you don't, I believe this will change your mind. Hello everyone and welcome back to Brink of Speed. My name is Mike and I am excited to get into this video today where we talk about the E-Ray, and there are so many out there that don't like it, and that even included myself for a little while, but I'm actually changing my mind and I'm excited about hopefully owning one soon. But real quick before we get into it, thank you to my wonderful thumbs up squad for already smashing that thumbs up button. I hugely appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, welcome. And also, please do me a huge favor and smash that red subscribe button and the bell for notifications when new videos are uploaded. All right, now check this out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to find out who won the big giveaway. It's finally come to an end. And I want to thank, first of all, the sponsors, ForgedLite Wheels, R1 Concepts, and ACS Composite for sponsoring this giveaway and giving away some amazing items. What a great 3 months we've had. And I want to show you right now the one lucky winner who's going to win all of that great merchandise. So let's get going. All right, so as you can see here, there's a bunch of names on here. I have them all mixed up. And by the way, if you do not see your name there, it's going to be in there. But this tab, as you can see right here, is very small. And there's 19,847 names. All right, here is the pick a winner at random. And start. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Scott Grindle is the winner. The big giveaway. Now, I can't remember if he has wheels yet or not on his C8, but I do know that he is a recent BOS supporter, and this is super exciting, Scott. So now I'm going to give you a call and tell you the good news. Here we go.
Hi, thanks for calling. The person you're trying to reach isn't available right now, but you can leave a message after the beep.
All right, we're going to try him again. Hello?
Hello?
Is this Scott Grindle?
Yes.
Scott, this is Mike Brink with Brink of Speed.
Mike.
How are ya?
No way. The
Yes.
one, the only?
What? Yeah, the one, the only.
Figured if it was important, they'd call back. So.
Yeah, I called back because it's real important because you're a big winner right now.
No way.
Yep, you won the big giveaway with the wheels, brakes, and the ACS composite stuff.
There's no way.
Yes,
I don't ever win stuff like that.
Well, you just won, man.
Are you kidding me?
I'm
This
not
is a
kidding
prank
you.
call.
Yeah, man, you're the big winner.
All right, I'm going to need Mark, the neighbor, on the call to verify, and I'm going to need I need everybody to call me to confirm this because I don't ever win stuff like this, Mike.
Well, Scott, I wouldn't tease you about something like this. You are the big winner. I just did the randomizer on my computer, and your name popped up. And
Wow.
yeah, man, huge congratulations.
Jeez, this is surreal for me.
You know, maybe it was your time.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm still trying to work on a second picture to give to you with the black, with those OEM black wheels that I put on there just temporarily. So wow, that's I don't know what to say. This is crazy.
Well, tell everybody what you purchased throughout the contest so that they know exactly what you bought.
Well, I bought your big package there with the keychains and the the little BOS emblem and those things. I didn't throw a lot of money at your way, but I wanted to give you some because I do enjoy your content and everything you guys do. So I bought the think I forget what you called it, but I get the T-shirt and
Yeah, the support package.
Yeah, the support pack. I wanted to support you.
Well, I appreciate that big time. Yeah, I know you were one of them, and I couldn't remember if you had bought, some shirts or any other key tags in the past, but man, just with that alone, you got 500 entries. So
yeah, and that's the other thing. I thought, well, you never know, and I did want to support you guys. I really enjoy your content, so that's what I did. I thought I got the most bang for the buck right there with that particular support package.
Well, you definitely did, man. And again, we all hugely appreciate it. And look, it paid off for you.
It sounds like it did.
Yeah.
Like it did. That's awesome.
Everybody give them a big thumbs up. Say congratulations in the comments down below. Scott Grindle is the big winner. So right off the bat, we have to talk about the stats of the E-Ray in case some of you don't know. But the E-Ray starts off with a 6.2 liter LT2 V8 producing 495 horsepower and 470 foot-pounds of torque. And then up front, we have an electric motor that produces 160 more horsepower and 125 additional foot-pounds of torque for a total of 655 horsepower and 595 foot-pounds of torque. So if you didn't know, the E-Ray is no slouch and will be extremely fast. It does 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds and the quarter mile in just 11.4 seconds. So just recently at the National Corvette Museum Bash, Steve from the Corvette Today Podcast decided to interview Taz Juchter, Josh Holder, and Harlan Charles on his show, and it was quite amazing. So I'm gonna put a link to this down in the description below so that you guys can go back and watch it. But they gave a lot of info about the E-Ray that I thought each and every one of you would wanna know, and it would also probably help change your mind about it the same way that it's basically helped change my mind from the last few months not really wanting that car too much. I just really haven't been that interested in this car, and I really was disappointed when I didn't get a Z06, and I just have my mind set on that car and that car only, so I kind of had a bad attitude about the E-Ray. But you know what, the more I find out about it, the more I see videos on it, the more I just think that this car is going to be fantastic and a blast to drive. So let's get into this. I have quite a few things to tell you about this E-Ray that you might not know. So number one, we all know that there is a ZR package that you can add to your E-Ray when you go on to Chevy's website and do the designer. And a lot of people were wondering if this was going to be just like the Z07 package, and I'm here to tell you it is not. What this package is going to give you is just a tire upgrade from all seasons to 4S summers only, and it also gives you the wickers for your rear spoiler for a little bit more track performance and track downforce. Those are the only two things it gives you, so you'll have to determine whether it's worth the extra that it costs to upgrade it. Obviously, you already have the beautiful carbon ceramic brakes, so it does nothing there, and it does nothing to the suspension as well. Number two, where does the E-Ray chassis stack up to the rest of the Corvettes? And the way that they answered this is it's basically in between the Z51 Stingray and the Z06. The Z06 obviously has the stiffest suspension, especially if you get the Z07, and the Z51 has the stiffest if you get it in a Stingray. What they did say is that the E-Ray suspension is closer to the Z51 suspension than it is the Z06 suspension, but it is in between the two. Number three, the new safety nanny systems are not intrusive at all. And a lot of you I know were worried about this. I myself was worried about this, that these nanny systems were gonna come in and they were gonna control the car and completely wreck the fun that you can have in this car. But according to all three of these engineers, these do not spoil your driving experience whatsoever, and you can even turn some of these off while you're driving and make it even less invasive All right, number 4, how does the E-Ray being all-wheel drive handle at the track? The all-wheel drive doesn't add much mass or weight to the car, so the same amazing crisp turn-in you get from the Z06, you will still enjoy with the E-Ray. It has a feature called surface estimation that figures out how much of the 4 tires is actually making contact with the road and how much grip is available on any given surface. This is a proactive system, so it allows us to adjust torque positively or negatively depending on what's happening with the chassis. This allows for a perfect turn-in. So again, ladies and gentlemen, they have described the all-wheel drive to not interfere at all and not give this car any kind of push or understeering. So I know a lot of you, including myself, thought all-wheel drive, and we automatically think understeer and pushing on a road course track, but this is not going to be the case. It is going to handle exactly like a rear-wheel drive Stingray or Z06 as far as the turn-in goes, and then you will just have to modulate the gas pedal and brake on the center of the corner and exit to make sure that you get the maximum grip coming out and not slide those front tires. So very good news. I mean, I couldn't be happier with what they said in this section. Okay, number 5, when should someone buy an E-Ray over a Z06 and who are its competitors? Now, I really liked the way that Josh answered this, and he said, first off, the Z06 is basically a street legal race car and like a surgeon's scalpel. The E-Ray is more like a Swiss Army knife and is track capable, but more of a GT car, a Grand Touring car. He says, especially with its sophisticated all-wheel drive system, allowing you to take it pretty much anywhere with pretty much any weather. They made it very clear that they tested this car in all sorts of icy, snowy conditions in Michigan, and it held up to all of that. Plus, they took it on mountain roads in Colorado and other places with snow and ice and slush, and it handled it phenomenally, and they felt very confident the entire time driving in those situations. So this changes the Corvette from being the, oh no, let's leave it in the garage type of car when it's bad weather outside to, you know what, I've always wanted to be able to take my Corvette out in the bad weather, and now that it has this capability, I'm going to, because I want to drive my Corvette 24/7, and that's the way some people look and think about their Corvette, and so that is why the E-Ray is definitely going to capitalize in this situation. Now, as far as the direct competition, they spoke of the Ferrari hybrid. They didn't name any names, but as we know, it's the 296 GTB and the new McLaren Artura, both being twin-turbo V6s, and they were very adamant that they thought the E-Ray was better because it is a naturally aspirated V8. All right, number 6, they asked, with EV battery fires happening all the time, is the E-Ray's battery susceptible to this at all? And their answer was absolutely not. GM did everything they could to try and make the battery catch fire, and they couldn't do it. And the reason for this is it's a tiny battery. It doesn't compare even close to the size of those EV batteries that are out there. This thing is very small, and it uses such a very small amount of energy. They say the energy equivalent is about 7 ounces of gasoline. So the likelihood of it being able to start any kind of anything, no exploding, no fires, it's absolutely impossible. It's not gonna happen. They poked holes in it. They tried to compromise the cells any way they could, overheat them and try to start fires, and it never ever happened. And this leads me to number 7 because they've tested the absolute bejesus out of this car. GM has already tested the E-Ray for 500,000 miles. It's gone to 7 tracks and it's done 1,500 laps around those tracks with 0 issues reported. This car seems to be pretty bulletproof, just like the normal Corvette. Obviously, there's going to be problems that one encounters with their E-Ray, just like we've had problems with the Stingray and the Z06, but they are going to be few and far between, in my opinion. This thing seems like it's fairly well bulletproof. Now let's move on to number 8. They want to know, can you drain the battery completely on an E-Ray? And GM answers by saying that would be pretty much impossible to do. It is possible, but pretty much impossible. The battery is designed to operate within a very specific limit, and it's constantly tailoring what it does based on your driving. However, they were able to make it happen, but this was them setting up every scenario to ensure the battery was under maximum use at all times for a very long time. But even then, the way that Josh explains getting it all the way down, it truly isn't all the way down, because they're only allowing the car to use about half the capacity of the battery in the first place, and it has tolerances above that and tolerances below that. So he was able to get the battery as low as you could possibly get it without the car saying, all right, that's enough. We're gonna take control. Enough of the shenanigans. We're gonna recharge this battery no matter what you do now. So just give up. So you're never gonna be able to get this thing completely drained, and that is awesome. They even tried in stealth mode, driving it 45 miles an hour or under till it completely drained as much of the battery as the car would allow, and then the engine kicks on. So in every scenario, the engine kicks on and saves the day. All right, and number 9, the E-Ray will be sold as a right-hand drive in Europe. That was one question that someone had. They wanted to make sure that they were gonna go ahead and pass the E-Ray along to the European countries, and it is. It's gonna be sold with right-hand drive and fit all of the emission requirements that they have over there in Europe. So, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know about you, but with all of this information that was given at the bash, I really appreciated it. I really appreciate Steve with the Corvette Today podcast putting this out, because it did give me a lot more confidence, and I feel like it's going to give a lot of you more confidence about the E-Ray as well. This may help you decide whether you're going to wait on a Z06 or just say, you know what, I've got an allocation at this dealership. They're going to let me use it as an E-Ray, so I'm going to go ahead and get the E-Ray now that I know all of this, and I feel like this is going to be a phenomenal car. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Leave your comments down below letting me know what you think about what I went over today, and if this helped you make a decision about the E-Ray, and if now you are ready to go ahead and order one as soon as they're available to order. Congratulations again to Scott for the big giveaway win. I cannot wait to get the parts to him and go to his hometown and video his car with everything on it and show you guys how beautiful it looks. But that's gonna do it. I hope each and every one of you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you guys out on the road.